Good morning. This is Barbara in Little Rock, and it's been a while, yes, since I've made a video. I've been having trouble with my video on, I don't know if the video is not working correctly or I'm just not doing it right. I tried to take a couple of videos and all I got was a picture, and I thought I was recording it, said all the, well, anyway, that's enough about that. I'll erase that. Good morning, it's Barbara from Little Rock. And Connor and I are sitting in the sunshine in the bedroom here. And we put the fan on so our wind chimes and the curtains would sort of flow because it's 50 degrees, which is nice. And we've been out to the dog park, and that's a good thing. And I've been working a lot on getting this Afghan blanket done. I'll show it to you. Yeah, I think I have everything in reach. I'm hoping this is recording it. Let's see. This is the one that I've been working on. You know, I told you about the thread. And it's getting to be a pretty good size. So I think I've got one more skein and it should be complete if I can keep at it. But I think it's going to turn out real pretty. I don't know whether I'm putting a border around it. Again, that's always the decision I make right at the last. Because I still got the stitch from Creative Grandma. I think it was 47, stitch number 47. But I think it's very pretty. You can't even see it, can you? Anyway, I think it'll be sort of cozy to wrap up on. See? Wrap up. This is for Miss Pat. She's one of the ladies that helps me with my house. And strips my bed and things like that mops the floor, things I have a hard time doing, and as long as I can, I'll try to keep her. Isn't that pretty? I think it's going to be beautiful, and I love this cherry red. It's a beautiful cherry red. Let me see if I can tell you the name of it real fast. Okay, well, it's Red Heart, and it's Super Saver, which has 364 yards. So far I put 2 of these into the blanket that I'm making right now. So I figure I'll do one more and it will be just the size to, like lay on the bed and take a little afternoon nap. I don't know if she takes time to take a nap. I don't know. She works all the time for other folks. But anyway, her birthday's the 2nd of February. So I'm really working hard. Oh, I'm unraveling it. Anyway, I'd crochet it on it, but the more time I'm having. Well, anyway, there you go. There you go. And my sister gave me this. It's a wooden bowl, and you put your yarn in it. Of course, you put a ball in there of yarn, and then it feeds through here, and it doesn't roll around. It just sits in this bowl, and you can just crochet or knit, whatever you want to do. But anyway, I've got some cotton yarn in here now because I'm still making dishcloths to wash dishes with, and I just love them. I sent one out to up to Hardy the other day for a friend of mine who wanted one, and I said, okay, I'll put it in the mail. And I did, and she called me and said she really liked it. This is cotton, and I prefer cotton when I make dishcloths. And it doesn't take me very long. It's according to how my hands are working. And my sister gave me beautiful rings. Where did I put those rings? I don't know where I put them. Having been more challenged in crocheting, you know, holding the handles. As you can tell, I can hardly hold them in my hand. But I also had the same trouble with the yarn, because it slips off my hand, because I no longer can feel the yarn on my fingers, so it slips off without me knowing. It's very frustrating to me. But Marsha found these, and they're called, I don't know what they're called, a knitting ring, I guess. Can you see how it is? And you put it on, and you weave the yarn around the petal and then behind the peacock head. And so when you have it on, the thread, well, I got up till upside down. It's hard for me to hold things. There we go. So go around and go behind his head. I don't know if you can see or not, but so as I crochet, can you see? I don't think you can see, can you? Anyway, it pulls it. See how right there? It pulls the yarn, gives it a little tension, and I can see it, you know, see. It helps to hold the yarn. She gave me two, and this one works on the third finger, so when I wrap it around here and get it around the little peacock head on the second one, that holds it in place. So I have two tensions, like a sewing machine. It releases them as I go. Plus the rings are really beautiful, even if you wear them just because you like them. But I think they're working well. I'm having to learn the tension, you know, because I had done it by hand for so long. Well, what, 60 years or something, anyway. But I really appreciate these little rings and the ball bowl for my little knitting ball, my yarn. And my brother gave me this little case here for my crochet hooks, and you know, my crochet hooks and my markers, you know, plastic markers. But I really prefer to use just a piece of yarn to mark. I'm going to try it. So, but I was going to paint it, but when he gave it to me like this, I thought, you know, I like it the way it is. He was tickled to death to get that for me. He said, when I found this, sis, I knew you would like it. One weekend he was visiting me up in the hills, and I was crocheting, and I was showing him something, and all my hooks went rolling all over, and he had to help me recover them. But anyway, it's a nice little box that I enjoy. Connor's up here. You can see his hiney. If I turn him a little bit, see, he's right here beside me all the time, or in my lap. He likes to be in my lap the best, but since I was doing a video today, and I wasn't going to crochet today on my video, but look at the new yarn I got. See the new yarn? Turn it here. See my yarn. Look at this yarn. Can you see the colors in this yarn? They're showing it made up into a hat. But I'm thinking adult mittens for my neighbor across the street. She's so cute. She says, I want you to crochet me a bow for my hair. Well, her hair goes, down her back. It's really long and beautiful. And she said, you'll make a bow. So I decided to make her, I think, with this. In fact, I'm almost sure I'm going to make mittens for her. And because, but I like the color combination. Isn't that something? Can't really see in the video. This is, I didn't tell you. This is the lion yarns. Let's see, how do you say that? Lion brand, I think. Let me see. Yeah, Lion brand yarns. Now, when I ordered this, I thought it was a 4 weight, and it says medium 4, but I would think that this was more 3. See, because it's not quite as thick as I like to work with. Of course, 4 is just the average most people use. But anyway, I'll let you know how this comes along. There's a video out there, and I'm going to use that video to make these mittens. But right now I need to finish this for Pat. And then one of the maintenance guys here just had a baby. Well, I didn't know his wife was pregnant. Well, I don't see her, And so I thought, I need to make a baby blanket for his son. This will be his second son, and he's very proud. I can't think of his name is Trenton, I think. And the older one's Jacob, anyway. And so I thought I would do that. And then the maintenance man from Little Rock, who's helping Josh here, Layton, is getting married in the spring at Galvin Gardens. And now, if you've never been to Galvin Gardens in the spring, your life is not complete. If you love flowers, I think in Galvin Gardens in the spring, my sisters and I went one year, and there must have been 150,000 tulips. As far as you can see, there were tulips everywhere. Peacocks, and they have a beautiful glass chapel out in the woods. It's really quite beautiful. And so that's where they're thinking they're getting married. I don't know if they were thinking about it or if that's where it's going to be, but it should be a beautiful time of the year to be in Galvin Gardens. It's just outside of Hot Springs, Arkansas. And if you've never been to Hot Springs, Arkansas, you need to include that in a trip at one of your vacations. Bring your RV, park and enjoy all the lakes around and in Hot Springs. And they also have horse racing in the early, from February. I think the first day was Saturday, I'm not sure. Friday or Saturday was the first day of racing. So anyway, it's a beautiful place to go, but I need to keep my hands busy. I may have overstepped what I'm going to do because of my hands. I've been cutting them with a knife. This one last week, and then this one this week. What's happening as my hands lose their feeling. I don't know when I cut my fingers until I see the blood, but usually they're pretty deep. So I'll adjust something. I'll have to do something pretty soon. I mean, that means I'll have 8 fingers more to cut. No, I'm not going to cut them. And I got a bunch of letters, but I'll make another video. This is long enough for today. Again, this is, what color is this? This is called Fiesta, number 215 from Lion brand. I thought it was rather expensive, but looking at the yarn, I think I believe that it's going to be worth it, and whoever gets these gloves will just be psychedelic. I was going to blend this with white, put a row of white and a row of this and a row of white back and forth and make sort of a colorful throw, like a teenager would like probably. Or a bohemian kind of, style. But anyway, I'm not doing anything but talking about it right now. I gotta get this red one finished. And I'm still working on the blue and white hat. I've got a pretty good start on it. What I've done is I've taken a heavyweight yarn like this. The sun is really bright. Well, I'll pull it up there. It's beautiful white, and then I put this blend of colors in it, if you can tell. I think it's going to be real nice for a big fluffy hat. I love my big white fluffy hat. But I think this is going to be very, very pretty. It's going to come up like this will be the top, and then this here will roll up around the bottom. Let's see how that's going to be. So you just set it on your head. I don't think I'll put a pom-pom on it. If I have enough blue, I might, use a pom-pom. But anyway, that's one I'm trying to finish there. Well, I'm going to leave you today. And very, very tired. But how about you, Connor? You're very, very tired? See, he's very tired. We just come from the dog park, so we hadn't had lunch yet. So have a great day. And the next video, I'll be doing, well, anyway, the next video is going to be at the letters. Mail, I call it, I don't know, postman brings the mail. That's right, it is. All right, have a good day. And remember, God has you in his hands. And pray for Mother Earth.